Hey guys, Andrew here with ThruFit. I want to thank you for tuning in. Today's video topic going to be on the top supplements that I recommend for people wanting to support their metabolic rate and overall just thyroid function. But before I get into that, as always, if you guys can please subscribe to my channel, like or share this video with somebody that can use this information, and also give me a follow on Instagram for more fitness and health tips. So to begin with, I know one of the most popular talked about supplements for thyroid health specifically is iodine. I'm not a big fan on that. I think that can actually cause more problems, especially because it's very dosage specific. It is very effective at increasing thyroid production, but it could run into issues like creating hyperthyroid, which you don't want. So I kind of veer away from that one. I want to make that very clear because I'm sure there's going to be people in the comment section asking like, well, everybody says iodine, is this good? But I just want to make that clear off the bat. So I'm just going to kind of list these and give a little tidbit, but I want to make this as fast as possible. These are supplements that I either cycle with or I take daily, or if I was a woman, what I would recommend taking. So number one, vitamin D3. D3 helps support so many systems of the body. It's actually been compared to having a similar effect as thyroid. And I mainly take vitamin D3 when it's not summertime, I'm not getting as much sun, or if you live in like the northern or southern hemisphere where the sun is not as prevalent as you'd like it to be, like near the equator. So vitamin D3 is very, very helpful. I personally take about 4,000 to 5,000 IUs per day. Some people recommend upwards to 10,000 to 20,000. I've never done that. I don't know who that would be beneficial for, but I like to err on the side of caution with supplements. Start low and slow and then increase from there and see how you feel. But vitamin D3, very, very important. And this is no particular order from most important to least important. I'm just, got a list here. Number two, creatine. Creatine is fantastic. It's not just for people that are in the gym working out, wanting to get bigger muscles, but creatine has been shown to be very effective at increasing cellular energy, increasing ATP, so regeneration of the cells, stuff like that. So very good for cellular regeneration. And it's not just for men, women can take this as well. And I recommend about 5 to 10 grams per day for maximum benefits. Next up, vitamin E. Vitamin E is fantastic, especially for your metabolic rate and thyroid health, specifically how it affects the detoxification pathways of polyunsaturated fatty acids. As we've talked about on this channel, PUFAs do inhibit thyroid function. They cause a lot of issues further on down the road. So taking vitamin E can really mitigate a lot of the damage and help detoxify that. And playing right along with that, aspirin is another one that's fantastic at preventing lipid peroxidation, which is what occurs from PUFA consumption, too much PUFA consumption. And aspirin comes with a lot of other benefits as well, helping with gut health, helping with inflammation, stuff like that. So aspirin's fantastic. Vitamin E is fantastic. You can cycle back and forth on a daily basis with those. Next up, progesterone. Specifically, if I was a woman, I would be taking progesterone on a daily basis. In my opinion, Progest E, specifically, the supplement is fantastic. It's bioidentical progesterone. And progesterone is something that is impacted by polyunsaturated fatty acid consumption. When it increases estrogen, it downregulates progesterone production. Progesterone is very, very important for so many processes of the body, specifically for women. It helps mitigate the damage of too much estrogen, stuff like that. Helps with fertility, the list goes on and on. For men, I would more lean towards pregnenolone and DHEA supplementation. This kind of has a similar effect on downregulating a lot of those elevated stress hormones and impacting the healthier hormones that you want increased, like testosterone, DHT, stuff like that. So pregnenolone, DHEA. And when it comes to dosage for those two supplements, it's going to be very individual specific again. So do your research. I highly recommend checking out Georgi Dinkoff. He has a lot of good information on dosaging of his supplements and just supplements in general. Next up, magnesium. I can't stress magnesium enough. Its impact on downregulating a lot of stress hormones. Magnesium is something that's very depleted in our food source today. In my opinion, some of the best forms of magnesium are going to be in the form of bicarbonate. You can make your own using carbonated water and I forget the magnesium. It's slipping my head at the time, but I'll link it in the description. You just put a little in with some carbonated water, shake it up, let it sit for 20 minutes, unleash the air. shake it up again, and then you'll be good to go. But magnesium bicarbonate, or really any kind of form of magnesium that you can get, is going to help cellular respiration, increasing ATP energy. It's going to downregulate a lot of the stress hormones like I talked about earlier. It's going to help with digestion. It's going to help with brain health. Really, the list goes on and on with magnesium. I think it's identified to help with like 3,400 enzymatic responses in the body. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's a pretty high number. It's pretty necessary for a lot of functional parts of the body. Another one I put is mastic gum. Mastic gum's fantastic. It does have zinc in it, but from a digestive standpoint, people that do have hypothyroid or some kind of thyroid dysregulation, a lot of the times they do deal with digestive problems, and mastic gum, not only is it great for oral health, but it's equally as important for digestive health as well. So it really helps eliminate a lot of that bad stuff in your stomach, a lot of that bad bacteria, and I look at it as a supplement. So mastic gum, I use the brand Greco gum, very fantastic product, very popular. Next up, whey protein. If you're somebody that does work out, I think whey protein has a lot of important factors that go far beyond just the protein. It has like immune growth factors. It helps support muscular growth, skeletal strength, stuff like that. So whey protein is fantastic. And then these last two I'm going to leave you guys with. It's a food, but I look at them as supplements, as I do them about 2 or 3 times a week, and that is going to be liver and oysters. You can do canned oysters, or if you can get fresh oysters if you live on the coast, that is definitely the way to go. But grass-fed liver is fantastic as well. Reason being, those two foods kind of fill in the blanks on missing components in the diet and have a lot of nutrients that help support thyroid production, help support a healthy metabolic rate, like B vitamins, zinc, even iron in some cases that people are deficient in iron. Copper definitely is another one of those things. So those two foods are fantastic. You can definitely look at them as supplements, as they can wipe out a lot of your supplement regimen that you're doing by just consuming those two on a every other day or every couple day basis. So I want to make this as quick as possible. Went on about 7 minutes, but I hope you guys take a lot out of this video. And if you have any questions, comments, or if you have any recommendations for supplements that help support metabolic health or thyroid health, please drop them in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.